Good evening and welcome to this visit to the People's Democratic Republic of Bohemia, that Demokratiska Böhmen, where we are in the middle of a big project of building this large is rather an understatement, I would say, in this case. It's a bit of an understatement anyway. See this tree, it will be glorious when it's done. But before that can happen, we need to power up the coal mine. I'm getting slightly ahead of myself here. I have not managed to build a road up here yet. That is very important that you build a road. So let's try to build a road. This may not go smoothly. Building roads on terrain like this is not something that you should embark upon in this game. It is hopeless. You can only hold down the right mouse button and pray, basically, that the game will be good to you, or that you have been good enough to be deemed by the game to be worthy of having the road. If not, then you're just going to have to backtrack and do it again, of course, until you find some place that will accept having a road in there. Come on. Do it. Do it. Now we're going uphill. That is not helping. We want to go downhill. We want to go downhill. That way is... I mean, look, this is not... Whose idea was it to build a coal mine up here? Huh? How did you plan on getting a road in here? How did you plan on getting people getting anything up here, up on this crazy mountain? What? Yeah, you want to do that? You want to do no? You want to do a bit of terrain racing, maybe? Here, yes, something like that. Yeah, digging. Yeah, like that. Yeah. What about streetlights? Like that too. Yeah, that's nice, huh? Streetlights are nice. Yes. Bit further. Yeah. Yeah. Bridge. Yes. Bridge. Angle of connection is too sharp. Of course it is. It is rather limiting that you cannot do bends, turns in bridges. Rather limiting. It's ridiculous. What sort of engineers do we have here in that Demokratiska Böhmen if they can't even put a bend in a bridge? It is too steep. It is still too steep. What? How steep is this? How high up are we? I have to go out there while going maximum downhill that it will allow in order to get to this level. Otherwise, it is too steep. Okay, I don't think that route is good. But look at the wireframe here. It is just redness. Let's see about maybe see if we can pull off a bridge in here, maybe something. I'd like to have a linbana rail, one of those hanging things, carts hang by wires, like they have in Austria and Switzerland and in Georgia. Wouldn't that be lovely here in the People's Democratic Bohemia, the Republic of People's Republic, Democratic of Bohemia Republic. Yes, all of those and more. Well, this is going really good today, I'd say. We are doing a lot of progress. Green, we have green, yes. And I have been going on that if you just follow the landscape and such, you should be able to build stuff in this game. But what am I trying to do here? I am not following the landscape. I'm trying to force my way into this coal source by any means necessary. And the game is punishing me for it rather badly. I really didn't want that. Not at all. I wanted something. I want to come down. But how am I supposed to come down here? That's not going to be feasible. What about here? No. And here's the thing, once you have used the right button to flatten out the terrain that you're trying to build a road over, it gets very difficult to connect up to anything else that you want to build. Let's try this tool, average the terrain out. Still, the simple fact is that here we have a great ledge. But maybe we can use that ledge to our advantage somehow. And I think the fuel is gone in my diggers. Yes. Isn't that lovely? No, that is not lovely. This is a fool's errand that you're doing here. This road, people will die on this road on a daily basis. We will have accidents here. This is unacceptable. And that is rather steep. But maybe, just maybe, we continue past the conveyor belt. Yes, we do. Now that's cheap, certainly very cheap. What is the speed here? 100 kilometers per hour. Good. And come down, please, to ground level. To ground. Not even ground level, just come down to the ground. Thank you for coming down to the ground. And build the road like, yeah, something like that. Well, that looks completely reasonable, don't you think? This, yeah, we'll leave that in. It looks good as well. Yes, this is exactly how I envisioned it, actually. Yes, build it. 700,000 rubles. I got lots of rubles. I got 8 and a bit million of them. And the bridge isn't built yet. Well then, we still need power up there. Before it's any use, well, we can start sending workers. They can start digging out the coal, at least. And in order to do that, we do want a big old bus, and let's have, it is quite far. Let's have these ones. These are quick. These are really quick. And we are actually approaching the national holiday of the People's Democratic of Bohemia, which is tomorrow on the 8th of August. That is our national holiday. it is for many complicated reasons. And historical. There we go. It is now the time to play the anthem, raise the flags, and everything. And meanwhile, we set this bus to go from the Demokratikraft bus platform to the little bus stop up here in the mountains. In the mountain. Yes, go and look and copy to the other bus, which I'm not going to launch now and will forget about, certainly. There we go. That should mean that we will have workers available up there, and for them to be able to do anything, they need power here as well. And let's start by everything here needs power, and we cannot be reliant on that because that's a chicken and an egg thing. So we need a substation, and wouldn't it be lovely, yes, if we could get all of this stuff in range of one and the same substation? And we can. How nice. There we go. This is interesting. When you don't auto build up, there it is. Building is on fire. Why am I running at high speed? That was when I was doing the terraforming. Forgot about that. That was not even this. I am sorry for forwarding time in that fashion. Fire was extinguished. How good. I can already feel the stress levels decreasing in me. I was unaware. But now I am found. Medium voltage wires, you say. Do you have any available? Here is the power transformer that is full. Where does it all go? Here is one. You are not in heavy use. We can do a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And you can even have a road connection and auto build. Come on then. Come on, you know you want to. Thank you. Like that, and like this, and around here, and not auto build. I know that the electrical wiring of the Republic is a bit messy. Yes, it is very messy, in fact. And yeah, that's the way it is here in the People's Demokratiska Böhmen. Yes. There we go. You should have power right about very soon. Now, maybe, hopefully. Yes, you're still building the power line. Now then. Yes. Do you have any workers? Yes, the bus is just arriving. 95 workers, educated people as well. How nice. And they are walking up the bridge to the coal mine. Excellent. Yes, it's working just as intended. And the coal ore is rolling out straight into the coal ore processing plant, where people are jumping at the chance to make a good day's work in the dust, in the coal dust. And the finished coal is conveyed down the hill here onto this big heap. I'd say then that it is time to start building this power plant. It needs 747 tons of steel. It would be interesting to build this with my own resources, but that would take years, and we don't have years. we want to be ready, and we want to be established electricity exporters that our neighbors can feel confident and independent upon when the day comes then that the Soviet Union may not be as stable as it once was, and keeping the lights on may be a challenge. So I shall now click this button and commit to probably the most expensive single building that I have ever built in this game. I have built more expensive railways, but this will be the most expensive building, and I am hesitant because this might bankrupt me. Let's watch it being built. With a price tag like that, I expect nothing but absolute wonder from this building, both in terms of performance, looks, pollution, what have you. Everything. I want everything from this power plant. And I have a good feeling that it will not disappoint. It is over 4 million rubles that are being spent here, so let's take our time and watch as the power plant is being built. It is taking its time. Oh lordy, it is 25% done maybe? This will take forever. We cannot sit around for this. Let's instead make sure that there are workers ready and able to work once it's done. I think that we will need to expand Demokratikraft at some point, because there simply won't be enough people here. Now then, I have experimented previously in this game with having buses with multiple stops, and always found it to be finicky. What if I were to tell this bus to go past the power plant here on your way to the coal mine? Would that stand any chance of working in supplying both the coal mine and the coal ore processing plant and the power plant with workers? I don't know, unfortunately. I think that what I will do is the classic approach of buses. And for this, let's go with the same one, actually. And 2 of those this time as well. I feel that we are overloading. We may be overloading this one a bit. What do we have here? We only have students waiting there. And here, not many workers, not enough by a long shot to... What are you people doing? Where do you all work here? Here, I'd say. Well, go here, go here. Yes, start. Off you go. And the other one, let's source the workers here from the other side of town, maybe. Let's see, we have people there as well? Good. And they are very used to the coal power industry, because that's what they've been doing since the 1960s. Shoveling coal into boilers and making electricity happen. They are the true heroes of the Republic. Where would we be without them? Where would we be without the power of electricity? this is looking to turn out rather nice. And if we look at the bitumen plants in the background there, you can certainly appreciate the work that seems to have gone into this mod. Thank you, mod maker, for making this mod. I say that maybe a bit too soon. I may curse your name later on when it turns out this thing doesn't work, but already here we have 6 high voltage lines, and it's done. No, it's not done. It's soon. How are we doing here? 36% filled. Good. Do we have yes, 5 workers in the mine, 1 worker in the coal ore processing plant. Yeah, it is done really soon. It is done. Come on then, the final bit of the chimney and the final bit here, whatever that is, just as the workers arrive. That was parking lot. Just as the workers, first bus of workers arrives, and which did not seem to. Now, wasn't it carrying? It isn't carrying any workers for some reason. And also it went there and turned around in order to get fuel. That's fun. Yes. Well, never mind. We do have a power line just here that goes straight to one of our neighbors, and it's set to sell for the maximum available, and it only goes there. So let's start by hooking that up. That is this switch. I would say that we are no longer in requirement of the switch. What is this? I am unsure. It is this that I am interested in now. Remove this one as well. The switch we can leave in there. You never know when you need a high voltage switch. And should we take this one to the furthest? Yes, we should. The furthest one. There we go. And maybe, just maybe, the plant will now kick into life. There is no visible smoke. There are no workers. Okay. Well then, not a lot's going to happen, is it? Let's find the next border where we can sell more electricity to Soviet brethren. Is it? Where is it? Is it all the way over here? Here we are. And I already have a line here, but that is interconnected with... No, that ends there. Okay then. Well, should we maybe not have it end there and see if we can get it across the fields here? That might be very difficult. Maybe I'm allowed to build slightly. After all, I believe that it is the country that we will be selling the electricity to, so they are benefiting by having the high voltage line here. Yes, lots of benefits for them. They will be able to buy electricity, and they will be able to have the lights on. And that, I feel, will put them in a good place when the bad times come to the Soviet Union. Build the power line straight over the mountain here, and that's where I was going with that. Yes, to that switch. What? Reuse power lines when I can spend 1 million rubles on this one? When I have 4 million rubles in the bank? No. Why would I do something like that? Why would I indeed do something like that? How are we doing here? What are we doing here? We are not exporting. I want to export. Something like that should max out that power line. How are we doing with workers? Because that is... we have smoke coming out of the chimney, and apparently also smoke coming out of the cooling towers. So that means that this power station is properly dirty, then, as even the cooling towers put out black smoke. Construction. Let's build an environment pollution monitoring station out here, so that we can keep an eye on pollution levels and make sure that they are not getting out of hand and not in any danger of causing any harm to our great republic and citizens of it. View the actual pollution. So far, nothing. That's because it just fired up, and it is also running at rather low capacity. We will change that. We will change that. Where is the next possible point of export? With the Soviets, there is no more. Are there only two here? Yes. Then I think that what we'll do is we'll take, because I have a power line out here somewhere. Here? Yes. Here I have the one that I built for the bitumen plant, right? And if we take that and remove a bit of it, cancel here, yes. And then we completely change the direction, because we do not want to sell this to NATO. Turn auto build off, please, in case I do something which turns out to be not that great. As if that ever happens. Oh no. Rarely, if ever, I'd say. 134,000 rubles to use, sir. Okay then. And let's max this out. There we go. And now then, we need to reconnect. Let's keep you open in the window, not that one, but this one, so that we can tell if we have hooked up the right line or not. Because it is this power line here. No, that was a medium. It is this one. Yes. And where does it go here? Does it go? Yes, it goes this way. No, too many switches. It goes this way. And then goes parallel with the one that we just hooked up to, I guess. Is it the one that ended there, or is it the one that ends here? I'm gonna go with this one. We shall see. We shall see what's going on here. Infrastructure, high voltage wire, please. And no, that answers that then, because it has to be this one. Build it as far as there first, and then take it around here, take it out there, and hook it up to there, and we should be all set. Let's see. Yes, we got kilovolts, we got megawatts, we got it all. And we now with 3 exports, places of exports hooked up. I mean, if I ran a dedicated line to the one in the middle, I could have a bit more. But let's see what's available along the other border here. If there is any connections, and if I have exploited them already. Yes, here for example I have something going on. There's a switch, there's something, oh wow, this is already set to export, and that is exporting off our current grid, the domestic grid. How very interesting. You can call me chicken if you want. I'm going to leave that alone. Here they have a huge customs house, but no power connection. What do we have here then? Here I already have a power connection. It is set to export. It is overloading the line. I'd say that this is an excellent candidate then for hooking up to the new power plant, if it was at all possible to follow. Does it make it easier if I turn off the graphical stuff? Yes. Yes, it makes a really sharp turn. It goes over the trolley bus that has gone around here for 20 years, maybe, I don't know, a long time. And look at the rail yard and everything surrounding the steel mill and the sunrise. Here is that power line, and it goes straight to this power plant. Well, while there is nothing wrong in this at all, actually this is running at peak efficiency. It is even overloaded a little bit, I'd say, because the voltage had dropped just a little bit. So we'll cancel that bit and also make it clear that I have a high voltage point available to me should I want it, and take it straight across the oil business and into the power plant we go, like so. And if I would have kept the window open, I could have see voltages rising up. How are we doing? Current production percentage, not a lot, 30 megawatts. Are we burning more coal than we can produce? I'd say that we are quite even at the moment, at least. How many people do we have working in the coal mine? 130 workers. Yes, this is not a very high quality source of coal. It's not like the one in Demokratikraft, the original one, with its 71% of quality. What's going on here? Here we have bulldozers and diggers that are out for refueling. And what's great about that is they seem to have Let's just see what is going on here. Where are you going? This road appears to end here. And I don't think I have any road construction going on. What made you go up here? What is going on? And they are all having the same idea to go up here. Well, there is one good thing about this, and that is that it's very little traffic on this road, so they are not really in anyone's way. I know now what this is. Yes, this is the road vehicles, the construction office that burned down, and another building is on fire. A pollution monitoring station in the capital that will be taken care of. I'm certain of it. But these, we can't have them going back and forth. Let's sell you as well, because this is a bit ridiculous. But I've never seen. Usually, when you have a construction office that is not connected to road network and there's fire there, you lose the vehicles. And I put in the road after the fact that it caught fire. And then probably what happened is the bulldozers realized that, hey, we have not been refueled since we were bought, and now there's a road for us to go and refuel on, so maybe they left. And that would explain why the monetary cost, monetary loss was reported as so low. Yes. How are we doing for pollution? We are still in the green. And we're producing 30 megawatts. We're going to need more. We are going to need a lot more. Okay, Soviets, where is the next place that you want to buy power from me? Here? In Bongni? No, don't want to buy power in Bongni. But you do want to buy power here. And I am selling power at a not very good quality, maybe. This is also an excellent candidate then for upgrading, if it wasn't for the fact that I am also, what is going on here? This goes here, apparently, to this switch, which is, it's the one I cut off to when I built. You know what? That means that this line, this line goes to the bitumen power plant, or close to it anyway, which is also close to our new coal power plant. It means that the electricity will take a bit of a detour, but I imagine that there are very low losses in our wires here. Whoops. Let's not do that. Let's do a little bit of this. And then you go here. Yes, and no. Nothing of the sort for the moment. Anyway, let's just confirm that this is correct. Pay for that. It is going over here. It is connected to some switch here. And this, well, this I believe. Let's see where this goes. What the hell is going on here? What is this? Right, oh. I really ought to have a word with our electricians, engineer guy person, because this is not making a whole lot of sense there. Engineer person. Maybe I will need to forget about reusing that. But I do have so many power lines here. Then again, I do not want to tangle them up with the internal stuff. No, I do not. I do not want to do that. This is a terrible mess. But I'm going to persevere and get high quality, high voltage power to this customs house. Kosta vad det kosta vill. And I believe that one way of doing that is to, first of all, cut power here. Yes, cut power here. And then let's hope that it doesn't affect anything important to us internally. There we go. That means that this still powered. Yes, good, very good. Follow the line along here. Is there a switch here? Yes, there is a switch here. It is without power supply. Where does this go? I have no idea, and I do not want to know. Now then, it is connected straight to this line that goes all the way around the Republic, more or less, before ending up. That is not the switch, that's just a crossing. Jumps over the bridge, over the river, rather. It goes. Yes, and here we are with it. Here we are with it. Perfect. Let's just hook you up there and see if we get an increase in. Yes, we did. Very good. Very good. And we could even, since we do have, I mean, we can carry 14 megawatts per high voltage line. So that means that as it is going by here anyway, where did I leave it? Not there, no. Not here, where am I? Yeah, it should be around here somewhere. Oh. Again, I ask, are you drunk, sir? I refuse to answer that on the grounds that it may serve to incriminate me. Yes. Where are we? Here we are, I think. Yes, we are. We are exporting like there's no tomorrow. And we can now then, at night, follow, or rather, we can do something along these lines. Thank you so very much for watching, and good night.